It's not something that you just dump something on. It's not a big truck. It's a series of tubes. Surely anyone here has defined what net neutrality is. Tangled up tubes. I just the other day got internet was sent by my staff at 10 o'clock in the morning on Friday. It's a series of tubes.
Tubes.
Hey, look. Does anybody notice something different in the background?
That you're sick?
Well, no, they've known that.
Oh, no, it's Riley that needs to notice.
Do you see?
Riley, my friend.
Do you see anything?
Do you notice anything in the background that's different? That's new since the last time you saw us?
Do you notice?
Do you notice the newness?
Yeah.
Something that makes this room look a little bit less pedo.
More professional. And yeah, I'll say Maleficent. I like her. She's, yeah. Anything?
What do you notice? Anybody? Anybody?
Nope. Not a paint job.
Nope, not a paint job, but that's coming.
Nope. Not a paint job.
Do you notice?
Look at the curtains. They're no longer pedo.
Michael Caruso got it.
They're no longer pedo curtains. Yay. We don't look like some weird...
When you're sick?
The awful curtains are... See, she got so used to them that they're... She thought they were still there.
When you're sick, a lot of water is a good thing. And we are deathly ill. How we have been able to pull ourselves together today to do a show for you, I have no idea.
I don't know. You know what? Because we ran one errand because our little man has worms. And
probably has given them to all the animals.
And he's probably it's been it's a tapeworm and it's been building. And, you know, we noticed he had a pot belly the last time we fed him. And today we noticed the little sheddings of the worms. So we had one errand, and that was to go to the pet store and get dewormer and some more foods. And we went to the 2 local pet stores, and by the end of it, we're like, I'm dying. I'm going to die. I'm going to go home and pass out. And, yeah.
But they're all good. They're just not happy with being treated for fleas again today as well. So they're pissed off at us, and I'm quite sure ruining something of ours right now as we speak.
Oh, most likely. But you know what? They smell sparser. It's because the scent for it was sparser. And it's clove oil and lemongrass oil and vanilla and olive oil and peppermint
today
oil.
is our last show of the year.
Yeah! Last show of 2012. Raise your hand if you survived the apocalypse.
We all survived the apocalypse. This is the last show of 2012.
Exactly. Being sick now means we'll be well for Vegas.
That's right. And Vegas. This is the last Sunday show that we'll have before Vegas. Now, next Sunday, there will be no show because we will be in Vegas. Now, whether or not you get a live show next Sunday, I shouldn't say there is no live show, because if we're in our hotel room and we're not doing anything at New Media Expo next Sunday, then we will do a show. If not,
yes,
you're just going to have to watch our YouTube channel for periodic videos that we're going to put up during New Media Expo and the IAW TV Awards, as well as the educational panel that we're sitting on the day after the awards. So, yeah, we are headed to Vegas next Sunday. We will be back next Thursday. And so there won't be a regular show next Sunday, and there won't be a regular podcast on Wednesday because we will be in Vegas.
But you might
However,
get
we
snippets.
will be uploading videos throughout the week.
So, wait, Michael, are you saying that you look like sexy sick? Because there are people, it's weird. It's sort of like that roll out of bed sexy look that some people have. They also have like sexy sick, sexy ugly. But, Michael, you should totally, because your wife needs to roast some garlic for us, and we'll all have a clove together.
Yeah.
And get better. My mom is going to be so worried if she's watching. She's having...
Yeah, this cough is brutal.
She's having a problem. Whatever you're doing, Stickam, you need to make it more user-friendly. Because she says she has a problem logging in. So,
okay, so
deal with it.
What we are going to do today is going to be a little bit different than what we normally do. What we're going to do today is also a little bit different than what you're seeing a lot of other people do. You're seeing a lot of people do Best of 2012. Well, we can't really do Best of 2012 shows because we have our own third annual Indie Intertube Awards coming up. And if we show our hand now, then you're going to know who gets nominated. And there's going to be no reason for our awesome, kick-ass judges advisory panel that is filling up with some of the best, most respected names in the independent web series community.
Right. We need to make a nice big Facebook list post, like the geekies.
About who our judges are?
Yeah.
We will. We'll put up bios of all of our judges. We're still getting judges. I still need a few more.
My mom's one, y'all.
Yeah? So what we're going to do is we are going to talk about some of our favorite shows this year, and we're going to show you trailers of some of our standout shows of the year that you may have missed or that you're not watching and that you need to check out. Some of these will be shows that are obvious, that it's obvious that we like. Some of these are shows that you maybe would not have thought of, and maybe some of them are shows that you haven't seen, and we have our reasons for having them on a standout list. And then there will be shows like Breaking Point that we're not showing a trailer for today, but that we are going to talk about, along with Ragged Isle and
we're going to talk about some stuff because
shows like that we consider standouts, but we just decided not to show trailers for today because we're going to be, the awards are coming. We don't want to show our hand too much.
Right, and I apologize now because
just because your show doesn't show up on our standout list today doesn't mean that it didn't stand out to us. It doesn't mean that you're not in consideration with the awards. And not all of these shows that we're singling out today will be nominated. You never know. Shit's crazy.
Right? But I have to apologize now because my concentration level is so shot. I'm like a fish in a fish tank, and I've only got 15 seconds before something else pulls my attention. So if I wander on your screen today or look at random things or just sort of groove out for no reason, I apologize. But you know what? Fun.
But we've got, Vegas on Sunday, and then we get back on the 10th for that. And then on the 18th, our third family member is coming to Florida for a week. And we have the Gasparilla Pirate Fest to go see, and we're going to be showing her all around. And we're getting the house ready for company. My brother might be staying with us for a while. We just got a lot of craziness happening around here.
We might have a car.
And we're hoping that we have some sponsors in the new year so that we can bring you an even better Indie Intertube show. Hell, you may come one of the shows in February or March when we may have green screen behind us.
You never know. You
never
don't know. What that
we may
wall
paint this room chroma key,
be.
man.
But I will tell you that Riley's, look, there's Karen and her nephew who likes it when I scream.
Woo!
And he needs one of these hats, Karen. It's from Ninjin.
You should make Karen's nephew a hat with ears.
I should. Look at them. Look at them. They're all dancing in the background. Just go crazy, Karen.
And let me just say something about Karen for a second, because we're not showing a trailer of Breaking Point today. Karen is one of the creators that stand out to us for 2012 to get the show kicked off.
Because she's awesome like that.
Because she is an awesome lady, and because this time last year, we were headed to Vegas, and one of the things we were most looking forward to was meeting Karen Hayes. And we did, and we got to spend some time with her and get to know her a little bit, and talk to her about her show and see what she's capable of. And after seeing Breaking Point and what she did there with no budget and not a whole lot of help, and knowing the kind of person that she is and having talked to her at length about what it is that she wants to do, we're very much looking forward to Entangled, her new show.
Yes.
She's one of the creators that is definitely on our creators and people to watch list for 2013. She's right up there at the top.
Yes. She's up there at the top with her nephew, and we're talking all about your aunt, sir. So she's awesome, and you are very privileged to have her as an aunt.
He's cutie. Saying. If he was here with us, he could play with our nephews.
Exactly.
Who we had over last night, and we're playing Call of Duty on the Xbox till 2 in the morning.
Because we're cool like that.
Mm-hmm. So, people to watch for 2013, Karen Hayes is right at the top of the list. If you haven't seen the first 2 seasons of Breaking Point, you need to do that, and you need to be ready for Entangled, which is her new show premiering in 2013, and we can't wait to get a trailer for that, and to have Karen on our show to talk about it.
That's Wayne, everybody. Everybody's waved.
Hi, Wayne. Wayne is a very handsome young man. Check him out.
I know it.
Definitely, definitely. Now, let's move on to the first trailer that we're going to show you for a standout show from this year.
Hi, Wayne. This is Cricket.
Is Cricket saying hi to Wayne? That's Cricket, Wayne.
And his sister Kennedy.
We're a family here at Indie Intertube, if you haven't figured that out yet. Okay, so the first show that we want to talk about as being a standout for this year is a comedy that we discovered this year completely by accident during one of our random searches for trailers to share on our Sunday show. There's a bit of a lag in the video.
Yeah. It happens.
It turned out to be not only one of our favorite shows for the year, but one of the ones we were the most upset for not having gotten more recognition than it has. And we're hoping to change that. And the best part of it is we had to finagle some of the clips that they had on our Sunday show when we first featured them.
Yes.
Because they didn't have a trailer. And now they have a trailer.
They have one.
So if you're not following them on YouTube or Facebook, this might be the first chance that you are actually exposed to this show and the first chance that you get the opportunity to see their new trailer. So what I'm going to say is that one of our standout comedies for 2012 is The Bloody Mary Show. And please now have a look at the trailer for Season 1 of The Bloody Mary Show.
This is fun. I'm married to my job. Well, he was my boyfriend, okay?
Bone me!
Are you really a Ralph Herzog?
Of a type.
Guys like you would be a lot busier if it wasn't for the likes of me, Abdabs.
Exactly what do you do?
She's an old hag.
Can I meet your friends sometime?
Probably not.
Laugh at me, would you?
We all have our secrets, don't we?
I'm pregnant!
Hello, you. Understand these words, Chabzilla.
Can't spell succubus without you suck.
Hump 'em and dump 'em. It's the woman's fault she got pregnant.
Now what?
I think I just weed a little.
Is it always this exciting?
Fantastic trailer.
Yeah.
One of the best web series websites we've seen all year. They have fantastic interaction on Twitter and Facebook. This is a show you want to check out. One of the best comedies of 2012, The Bloody Mary Show.
Woo!
Now, another thing, a standout that we want to mention this year is the very network that we are on. Mingle Media TV.
Yes.
And we want to mention them as a standout for this year, not because we are on this network, but for a plethora of other reasons. They give indie creators a voice. They give them help when it comes to marketing and business plans. They help with social media and production. They help with brand introduction and integration. Stephanie and JD are amazing people. But in addition to that, they also do the Red Carpet Report, which has some of the best interviews you're going to see anywhere on any red carpet. And then in addition to that, they are now a sponsor of the IWTV Awards and will be the official red carpet interviewer for the IWTV Awards in Vegas starting next week.
That'll be fun.
We couldn't be more thrilled that Mingle Media is a part of the IWTV Awards, because last year we got to meet JD, and this year we're going to get to see JD and meet Stephanie. Yes. And we're very, very excited about that, because were it not for Mingle Media TV, there would be no Indie Intertube TV. They have stood behind us, they have supported us, they have given us everything we've asked for and more, and they are helping us market ourselves and get into a position where we can hopefully get some sponsors and some brands interested and have a budget and better gear and bring you an even better show. And none of that would be happening if not for Mingle Media TV and Stephanie and JD. Exactly. So they are a huge, huge standout to us for 2012 for everything they do, for all indie creators, for Web Series Wednesday that they do with Patrick from Slebisodes, and numerous other things that they are responsible for. And so huge shout out and thank you to Mingle Media TV. Okay. The next show we want to share with you as a standout that we are not showing a trailer for, that we want to mention as a standout, is Ragged Isle. Yes. Now this year, Barry and Karen Dodd have also started the Entertainment Experiment, giving a voice to independent creators from the Maine area. That is amazing what they are doing. We met Barry and Karen just a few weeks ago when they were here at Walt Disney World for a small vacation. Disney. And we have a video that we're going to upload hopefully tomorrow to show that to you. We are thrilled to have met them, thrilled to be supporters of Ragged Isle and the Entertainment Experiment, and can't wait for Season 3 of Ragged Isle. And if you haven't seen Ragged Isle, you need to. They are a multiple nominee for the Indie Soap Awards. They have been part of LA Web Fest. They have been part of ITV Fest. This is a show that you should be watching if you're not. So please look up Ragged Isle and the Entertainment Experiment and check out all of those shows. And let Barry and Karen know that you heard about them right here on Indie Intertube. They are very much a part of this family. Okay, so the next show that we have a trailer for, one of our standouts of 2012, was actually a multiple nominee for last year's Indie Intertube Awards. And that was based on only 3 episodes that they had publicly released at that time. They have now, to this point, I think, released 11 or 12 episodes. This their first season in its entirety. And they are from Burnaby, BC, or Vancouver. Yeah. And we had a chance to meet them when we went to Vancouver Fan Expo this year, in 2012, in April. And couldn't have been more thrilled. Couldn't be nicer people. It is still one of our standout dramas of the year. One of the best action shows we've seen all year. Has some of the best acting in it we've seen all year. Wonderful music. Beautifully shot. And is definitely a show you do not want to miss. Especially since it came out earlier in the year. And you may have missed it before now. This may be one that has fallen through the cracks. It's certainly one that has not gotten the recognition as the award shows have come around that it should have. That's disappointing. But to be expected. It was honored with going to the Marseille Film Festival, and it was a very awarded show at LA Web Fest last year. The show is called Hitman 101. It is a standout drama for 2012. Please check out the trailer for Season 1 of Hitman 101.
Yeah.
Really a good show. Really a good show. Words can't even explain the dedication that went into that show and how good it was. And if you go back to our YouTube channel, you will see that we did a show featuring them that had extensive interviews with their cast.
Right, for Darren, we interviewed the hot shirtless guy.
Yeah, and we interviewed the hot shirtless guy. Is that Georgie? Georgie DeBarras. We actually did a one-on-one interview with him at Vancouver Fan Expo. Now, another standout show is also a Vancouver show who we did an interview with earlier this year. Technically, they were not released in 2012, but if you're going to watch Hitman 101, you may as well check out some other Canadian shows, and this one is called Divine. Now, we're not going to show you a trailer for it because it didn't technically come out in 2012, but if you like horror, you like blood and guts,
Divine
and you like your
really
horror laced with
good.
a little religious overtones, you definitely want to check out Divine. But yeah, Hitman 101, I'm really shocked that it didn't get any IWTV nominations, aren't you, Amanda?
Yeah, I was kind of disappointed.
Yeah, I was a little choked about that. Because it's amazing. It's amazing. Hitman 101 is really, really good.
Divine was a great show.
Seriously, it is. It is. It is. It is. Now we're going to move back to comedies once again because we're a little drama heavy today. And another show that might have fallen through the cracks this year is an Aussie comedy called Newtown Girls. It had some really well-drawn characters, and even though in the beginning I didn't think that I was going to go crazy for it,
Right.
I found during the course of watching it, and I know Amanda did too, that I was drawn into the characters and really cared about what happened to them and wanted to know. So check out the trailer for one of our standout dramedies of the year, Newtown Girls.
I wrote this list. It has everything on it that I need to do to be happy. I'm home! I don't drink coffee anymore. Just herbal tea. And I discovered yoga.
My soulmate's down there. I just need to find her. Start crossing off that list. Perfect.
Oh yeah, it's just the me show.
Huh?
Yeah, just me. Nobody in the other. See, hey, hi.
Don't be getting excited there.
I was about to showcase cricket dancing on a tabletop in a hula skirt
But that was the
For New
Newtown
Year's.
Girls.
for New Year.
I really liked that one. I thought it was really, really good. And yes, there was a sound problem with that clip. There was a CPU spike. You may see that happen more tonight. We're not quite sure
Yeah, there was fun with
why
that
that's
clip.
been happening.
Sometimes they desync, and I don't know why. I think did you reboot this
Yes.
before the show?
No. I rebooted it yesterday. And sometimes I don't know what's running in the background.
Okay.
Okay, moving on. Hopefully this will not continue to happen. Another one of the standout dramas this year is also another show that we were choked. Did not get any recognition from the major award shows when the nominees were announced. And I think it was pretty obvious that we were choked because we think it is one of the best dramas of the year. It was also a multiple nominee and multiple winner for the Indie Intertube Awards last year for just, I believe, barely 4 or 5 episodes of its first inaugural season. It is produced outside of Hollywood in Austin, Texas. And I believe the creator has one of the best eyes for dramatic shots and a feel for female characters and dramatic storytelling that he is also on our list of people to watch for 2013, and that is Nathan Locklear. And this is the trailer for the absolute standout drama of 2012, Once You Leave.
Hi, I'm Kayla Marshall, and I just got done with a 27-month stay in Africa in the Peace Corps, and it was time to come home. Home is a funny word, funny concept.
You nobody till you're breathing.
What? Am I supposed to just keep that room for you forever? This is my house.
What am I supposed to do? Where do you want me to stay? How long ago? How come you didn't tell me?
It's not my deal. I didn't know where to send them.
Mom, I told you how to contact me.
Africa, Kayla!
What am I supposed to do now?
When you went away with Rachel your senior year, I told you, once you leave, don't come back.
When you're lost and you try to find someone.
Howdy.
Yeah, I was looking for Rachel Perkins. Is she around?
I'm so sorry, dear. Where can I belong now? She was my babysitter. She was my best friend.
You can call me Rachel Bear.
Where is he? Why didn't he tell me? I have to know. I have to know why he's doing this.
We don't have it anymore. The rites of passages are nothing.
Did she ever try to contact you?
Nah. You're gonna regret it if you don't go find him.
Scared of all the giving this time. The waters wash.
I need some help.
Hey,
Kayla!
I want my son. Open the door, Abby. Why are you doing this? I want my child. I want my son. Open the door!
You abandoned her!
It wasn't my fault. My mom did
whatever.
I told her no matter what, to always care for you.
Everything I wanted and I thought I could get is gone. I will do anything to deserve something better. Somewhere better.
Holding all the reels in the wild. Scared of all the giving this time. The water's washing over you. The water's washing over you. Holding all the reels in the wild. Give it all up in good time. The water's washing over.
That show.
Moment for moment, pound for pound, one of the best dramatic web series of the year, and I don't think you'd find very many people who would disagree with that statement. It really is a stunning show. It's extremely well told. The characters are well drawn. The acting is good. The show is beautifully shot. It really is a phenomenal show, and like I was just saying in the chat room, it takes the viewer on a real emotional journey, and it is extremely satisfying to have a short format show take you on that kind of journey. I haven't been taken on that kind of journey by any show on network television in such a long time that it was shocking to have a show that we would talk about, right, Amanda, for days, for days after watching it. It really does show you what can be accomplished in this space if you really set your mind to it. And so all of the kudos in the world to Nate Locklear and Kayla Olsen for what they accomplished in that show. And the fact that Kayla carried that show 99% acting-wise on her back, stunning. Amazing.
Somebody needs to scoop her up. I'm telling you, both of them, because I can't even. It's art. There's no other way to put it. It's one of those things
art
that you watch and you look at and you go, that is so beyond beautiful and so beyond awe-inspiring, and how that came about from those two individuals and everybody else that put what they could into it. It just blows your mind.
Really does.
Absolutely blows your mind.
And yeah, like Riley said, so talented, hiding down there in Texas. It is just... The fact that the show gets overlooked is an absolute travesty. So if you have not seen Once You Leave, and you like emotional drama, you definitely want to check it out. Moving on now, we'll go back to comedies. One of my favorite comedies of the year, another one we found by accident, and that we came to love and still comes up in conversation. We like hipster comedies. And we loved The Berg. We loved, I can't remember the name of it now. What was Rob and Tanya's first show?
Life from the Inside.
Life from the Inside, that's it. We love those kinds of comedies, and this one really, really fits in there. And we came to think of Rob as a friend of ours that we needed to find a date. We just wanted to hang out with him and wear our Snuggies and watch TV and, eat pumpkin pie and try and find him a date. It was addictive, and we still feel like we know him, and we can't wait to meet him the next time we're in New York just to hang out, because this show was so absolutely brilliant. And it was actually this show that pushed us to get a SodaStream finally.
Yeah.
Please check out the trailer for one of the standout comedies of the year, I Hate Being Single. Did you find it?
Where is it?
I don't know.
Oh, there. Okay, it was this time.
Here it is.
I got it. Woo!
He has a girlfriend. Ooh.
No, past tense. Broke up.
Oh.
Well, you know what, Rob? Now you could go out, do whatever you like, go to parties, bars.
Why do people say that? I hate bars. I hate parties.
How do you guys afford to get brunch every single week?
We have jobs.
That girl lives in my building. I see her like every day, and she never acknowledges me.
Rob, you're not a hipster, okay?
It's okay if I am. Just tell me I am.
No, you're not.
If she called you right now, what would you say?
I love you.
It's our first date. Why would you put on a Snuggie?
It was not technically a Snuggie, it was homemade.
A blanket with sleeves, right?
A poncho with sleeves and a pocket.
You're an idiot.
Sorry, I thought you were more mature than this.
I'm mature.
I don't know why it does that. I don't know if it's the bit. I have no idea. I gotta figure that out.
I love that show. And my favorite part of the trailer is one of my favorite moments of the show. If you had her right here, right now, what would you say to her? I love you. I just love that. I love that show. It is hilarious. Michael, if you haven't seen it,
love that show,
it is
Michael.
hilarious. It really, really heartwarming and just really good.
Especially when he gets to the boat.
Yeah.
That was epic. I love that show. That show is a show that I didn't initially think that I would really get involved in.
But you did.
I'm sort of one way or the other with hipster shows, because some of them really work and others I'm just like, what is... No. I love that show. I love another hipster show that we're going to show in a minute, but I love that show too. So if you haven't watched it, you should. But the boat segment,
it is
in
the
that
big payoff.
whole
yeah.
show.
Lance is right. That is a huge
payoff of it. Yeah.
And I love the Snuggie thing when she's like, "That's a Snuggie," and he's like, "Well, not a Snuggie exactly. It's a blanket with sleeves."
A blanket with sleeves. It's okay, Rob. I have a Snuggie.
I have a Snuggie too.
We have
Hell,
multiple...
Cricket has a Snuggie.
Cricket does have a Snuggie. She has that dog Snuggie. We have multiple Snuggies in this house because we're special people. You can be special too.
There's nothing
We have a Wonder Woman
Wrong with
Snuggie.
Snuggies.
We
Nothing
have
at
a
all.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers Snuggie that's hers. We have a Ninja Turtle
We
Snuggie.
buried Hemingway with a leopard Snuggie.
With a leopard Snuggie. And Cricket has a blue Snuggie. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So let's go ahead and show the other standout hipster comedy, the one that you you introduce it.
I just fell out with this show. And I happened upon it by sheer accident. And I am so glad that I did, because for whatever reason, the quirk of this show and everybody in the show, the production value of the show, it's fantastic. I can't wait for their next season. I do believe they still put up videos for behind the scenes and other vlogs that they have. I need to make sure of that, but I did get one in my inbox recently. But anyway, it's a West Coast based web series. How
Hipster
odd.
comedy.
Hipster comedy. And I know I'm going to say it wrong, and that's okay. But this is the trailer for Los Feliz.
Hey, DK, this is none of my business, but why go through this? The guy's engaged.
I guess I just haven't connected with someone in so long. I just thought it'd be worth it.
Stay with me. Wasn't there a place for me inside your heart? Stay with me. We were never meant to be apart.
I love that show. It reminds me, that show, for whatever reason, plays to the Lost in Translation strings of my heart.
Yep.
Because I love that movie. And for whatever reason, Los Feliz hit on that for me in the way that it's done and written. And it's a very intellectual show. But I love it. I think it's fantastic. And for an independent production, it's beautifully done. And I think everybody should watch it.
Now, a couple other standout comedies that we don't have trailers for you today, but we want to point out as standout comedies. Stockholm, Scott Brown's newest epic, is a fantastic comedy. So you definitely want to check that one out. That's Stockholm, the web series.
So is it Los Feliz? Yeah. It's Los Feliz.
You also want to check out My Gimpy Life, which is another great standout comedy this year. Those are both very, very good comedies. Now, let's go back to dramas for a minute. And the next one I want to show you is Behind a Paywall. And we would not have discovered this show had it not been for the IWTV submissions and the voting for that process. The fact that it didn't come away with with any nominations or with a lot of people talking about it still kind of confuses me a little bit. But it is a fantastic show. And I know a lot of people may not watch it. It's very niche. Again, like Newtown Girls and a lot of others, it has lesbian characters. But you know what? That doesn't matter. What matters is the story and the dramatic acting and the way the story is told and how it draws you in. And this show completely drew me in the voting process to where I couldn't stop watching the show. Mm-hmm. It is done
and I was watching it over your shoulder. It was like, what are you watching? I know.
It's like, yeah, it was so good. It is done by, and now I'm trying to remember the website. I want to make sure that I give you the right information because I'm not sure that it's on the trailer. Tello Films is who produced it. You can find it on their website. They are behind a paywall, but all of their money goes to producing more content. This is the trailer for the fantastic standout drama, The Throwaways.
And I get it. I mean, you know, who wants a gay daughter? And I want someone who will go to prom and have lots of boyfriends and get married and have babies. And I thought I could do most of that. I knew I was the real me when I was with Andrea.
Olivia! I'm sending you somewhere. To people who can help.
All I need to know is if someone's gonna come knocking on our door looking for you.
Maybe.
Good. That's our specialty.
To the new girl.
New girl.
Outstanding
Good
show.
show.
Oh, so good. Really, really good.
Probably another, like 15 minutes?
Yeah.
If you need to go play Just Dance 4, Karen,
You go.
you
This will be up on
you
YouTube
cannot
tonight.
keep Kennedy and Wayne from that.
You cannot.
You can't.
You cannot.
Sorry.
Now we're going to move on to soap operas. Oh, yes.
You can't put that off. You
Now,
gotta go
some
just
of our
dance it
standout
out.
soap operas of the year are also our most guilty of pleasure.
You know what you should do, Karen, is you should film yourself and then put it up on your channel as extra content.
I'm trying to move on, you know.
Sorry.
Some of the online soap operas are also some of our most guilty of pleasures. Now, some online soap operas that we're not showing you trailers for today, but are still standouts for 2012, Anacostia, who has probably the best, most addictive theme song ever. In Between Men, Empire, Breaking Point, as we mentioned, and many, many others. But those are the ones off of my head that I can think of that are standout online soap operas. We especially were addicted to Breaking Point and Anacostia this past year.
Don't forget.
But I will say that...
The other one you're going to mention.
What? Well, that's the standout we're going to show the trailer for.
That's what I said.
And we chose to show this trailer because this soap is coming back.
Coming!
And it's coming back in less than a month. That's right. Our standout soap opera for 2012 is Divinity, and this is the Season 3 trailer.
I know this is hard to hear, but you need to start facing the reality that Jason might die.
You take one step near either one of my children and I will crush you like a bug.
I'd like to officially announce myself as the owner of Divinity. What do you want?
Everything.
Yes!
Pleasures.
Yes!
Divinity. Coming to a screen near you very, very soon.
Yes, it was an opera, but it's from a classical era, so technically it still fits. It's funny because I have heard that, and I've heard Michael's credits on some other commercial, and it freaks me out every time. I was like, Divinity's on! And I run across the house and, skid in, and I'm like, oh, damn it. Oh, it's online!
Fantastic trailer. Divinity is a standout soap opera. and Michael Caruso and Barbie Caruso are good friends, even though we've never met them in person, and we're hoping to make that happen.
I know,
very,
y'all.
very
You know what? You need to get unsick and just take a day trip and drive to Vegas.
All the way to Florida or to Vegas?
Vegas, drive to Vegas. I'm sure Riley will give you a lift. You got to find a way home, but but you should.
Okay, so another standout that we want to show you is a show that up until recently did not get nearly enough recognition, and now it has been accepted into LA Web Fest. Jason is a really good friend of ours, and what he tried to accomplish in his series is really difficult. It's not only a period type series, but it's telling a post-apocalyptic story with a bit of a family bent, and it has some violence, and it has kind of everything. It's kind of noir. It's just very, very different. Now, he also did a horror web series this year called Stage Fright that I thought was very, very good.
I'm still
but
still
for
trying
a
to figure
no-budget
that one
show
out.
produced outside of LA, it also deserves more recognition than what it has gotten. I will also say that Jason Brazier is a great associate producer and has helped us a lot on the very, very now behind Indie Interstate, for which you will be getting 2 episodes very, very soon. This is the trailer for another 2012 standout drama, Drifter, Broken Road.
What do you want from me?
I wanted you to obey. I can see now the only way that's going to happen is...
To kill me?
No, my dear. Torture you.
It wasn't supposed to be like this.
Mommy, I'm scared.
They called it the Second Civil War.
All of you have committed crimes against this country. How do you plead?
This is war, honey. Not following the rules could be hazardous.
I'm the one giving the threats!
This land once stood for peace. Now it's barely standing.
Yeah.
That's right.
Isn't it funny? I rewatched some of these trailers and I noticed with that one in particular, the style of the clothing and the costumes and everything, that the details that are put into it. And I'm like, oh, look at that. And then the last shot, has the flag, the state's flag behind. I'm like, little touches in the air. No, I'm saying you do a good job of
and I
setting
agree
your
with Lance.
tone.
He did craft a compelling narrative for that. I think it was very well written. The writing is the real standout with Drifter Broken Road. Okay, now moving on, because we're getting to the end of the show, and we still got quite a few to show you. We're back to comedy. Ooh. And this one was one we found by accident, and I am so, so glad we did. Not as many episodes as some of these other shows that they have up, but if you don't laugh in this one, you got a problem. You got a problem. Standout comedy for 2012, Miss Holland.
I'm already laughing. That's how funny it is. I'm already laughing.
Show them the trailer so they can laugh too.
Then we can live here, as long as we have money in the card.
Didn't say that.
But they tell me visa, I get visa. They still tell me I cannot work here with this visa.
That's correct, because this is a credit card, not a Visa card.
This difference?
I am Miss Holland and this is my reality show. I love my fatherland, but I want something more, so I come here. My biggest dream is to become Miss America.
You really want to rap for the Miss America pageant?
We need some help! I will do whatever it takes to win. Okay, so you teach me how to rap.
What you gonna do for me?
I have already found an assistant on the Craigslist to learn my American ways.
I have this thing, I like to bite my nails. Have you ever been sexually attracted to your boss? A little bit too sexy. So we had to find a husband because I have to get a green card. I can find a husband here in 1 month and marry. It's all good. It has to be real love.
Well,
I don't want to have fake.
I prefer the 69, so it's going on at the same time.
That's fine. Women are like hunters. They need to catch a man.
I know I am Dutch, but here, everything is possible.
Do you want this on tape? Sometimes I even wonder if Miss Holland was a real pageant queen. I mean, Lily's like a shot putter.
There's a lot of magical things in America that you will find out.
Hello, Miss Holland.
Oh, God. Lance actually, or Placevine actually did a little write-up on it, too.
Oh my
It's
God.
hilarious. It really, really is.
It's gonna send me into a in a second. How
And
long
the
is
website is hilarious, too. Let me put it. Link up. It is Michael will freaking love the thing. Because it's just not right how funny it is.
Oh my God.
Now they have a parody up.
See, it's so bad that it's giving me a fit. Oh my gosh.
It is just... It is not right. I'm just telling you.
Hello,
it is
Miss
not.
Holland.
They have a Taylor Swift parody for I Knew You Were Trouble with Miss Holland and her assistant. That is just...
Oh.
It's not right.
It's awesome.
It just isn't.
Is it bad that every time that, like, I know it's Sweden, so trust me, I'm not getting stuff confused. But when, like, a Ricola commercial comes up, I'm expecting Miss Holland to pop up. Yeah. Yeah.
It is hilarious. They did a Win a Date with Miss Holland. They are on Daily Motion, I believe.
I think so. I think that was them.
Is that them on Daily Motion?
I think. I'm not 100% sure, and my brain capacity is
Well, they're also on
quickly-
YouTube. They're also on YouTube. Their Taylor Swift parody is on YouTube. Which, if you have not seen it, you have to see it. So their trailer is on YouTube. Their Red Bull, what Red Bull does. Miss Holland does Gangnam Style. Miss Holland does a wet t-shirt contest. They're just... The episodes are hilarious. They're doing parodies. They're doing interviews. You have to check it out if you haven't seen it. It really is
I can't. I'm going to die in a second because I can't breathe.
one of the standouts from the year. Standout comedies is Miss Holland. Now we're going to head back to drama and tell you that the next standout, pound for pound, moment for moment, is one of the best period web series we've ever seen.
My goodness.
They did not get a lot of recognition, and much to our chagrin, not a lot of nominations to major web series stuff. But they have been acknowledged by LA Web Fest. They have been acknowledged by the Indie Soap Awards, which was fantastic.
Karen is good.
And let me tell you something. The sets, the acting, the writing, the passion behind this show can't really be topped by anybody else. It is right up there with the top of the best in indie web space. And their second season is on the way. This is a trailer for that very second season. Please check out another 2012 standout for drama, Thurston.
This town is nothing but broken dreams and broken people.
Come a long way for her. I'm not going back empty-handed.
You ever wish you could rewrite your actions, even though at the time you thought you were doing the right thing?
I am seriously displeased.
Seriously.
I cannot wait for season 2 of this show.
Colleen is sexy, dirty trouble. I'm telling you right now.
I'm telling you. It is just, it's going to be so good. So good. Now, we've got 3 more standouts to show you, but this is by no means all of our standouts for the end of the year. But how would we do an awards if we told you all of our standouts ahead of time?
Yeah.
We couldn't. The next one is...
We should have...
a dramedy.
We have 3 more.
We have 3 more, and the first 2 of those 3 are dramedies.
Ooh.
We got a chance to meet this creator last year, also in Vegas at the IWTV Awards. She is an amazing, down-to-earth, passionate creator. We had a blast of a time. Can't wait to see her again. Don't know when that's going to be. But she has put together one of the best ensemble casts in all of web series. And what they do together is simply damn near perfect. The way that they're able to bring her words and her direction to life. We look forward to every episode. We dance to the theme song. And Diane Delano damn near steals every scene. This is the trailer for a standout 2012 dramedy, Fumbling Through the Pieces.
I'm almost there.
There? Where?
Your house.
You're coming here? I mean, not that I wouldn't be happy to see you.
Nice to meet you, Jessie.
Nice to meet you, too.
So, what do you want?
Oh, well, Steph, I brought my pictures.
Jessie?
Yeah?
Stella, I have Deb Takish on the line for you.
Okay. This woman can't act her way out of a paper bag.
Okay, what about your friend Barb, the wayward psychic, your best friend? She stayed here. God, you remember how that was? That was bad. That was really bad. She knocked on the bedroom door. We were just being natural, and she walked right in.
Okay, now see, you get all excited.
We talked about this. Remember, I told you a month ago I was coming out? I left you another message 2 days ago.
You left me a message? I never got a message. Oh, my God, that's strange. I wonder what that means.
It means that you don't check your messages.
I still have a surprise for you.
Yeah, I'll bet I know what that is. Your sister's coming to stay with us.
Oh.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 2 weeks tops. I mean it, Al. 2 weeks. After that, she's got to come up with a new plan. I mean it.
You know what? Why don't we just order pizza?
No. Do you know what it does to your insides? It clogs you all up.
I know, and then people put meat on it. I mean, how can you eat things with faces anyway?
No, we're not supposed to do that. Makes me sick. We raise these little selfish, hopeless little, I'm innocent, and to put on our plate. So they look up you with those eyes, oh, don't eat me.
Ellie, I need you to join me in this conversation right now, okay?
I'm here, sweetie. I'm here. It's just... Jessie, we talked last month, you know, and you said you were leaving him before. So what happened?
So I left him. I got in my car and I left him.
Why are you just staring at me? I mean, if you're staring at me, you must want something. That's why you're here. What do you want?
Oh, well,
Shara, I was talking to you. I want to hear what Jessie has to say. Why do you think it is that you have what it takes?
Have what it takes? I don't really know what you mean.
Well, you're pretty and you have a nice body and an innocent-looking smile. I want to see your teeth.
My God, what if something's happened to Jessie?
Calm down, okay?
Okay.
Just focus.
Okay.
Wow. Really? Yeah, this is quite a new beginning. A new voice of reason.
Just shut up, Shara.
Well, who would have thought that Barb had a thought process?
Shut up, Shara.
Okay.
Jessie? Oh, Vince? Vince, I can't find Jessie. She's gone. I have no idea where she is.
Shut up, Shara.
That's almost like a recap of season 1 because there's season 2. Not. It's yeah. Get on it. Even funnier than the first season. I'm loving it.
Diane is just.
I can't even. I want to meet that lady. I want to meet that whole cast. We need to do some like cast meetups.
2 more to go, and then we are out for 2012 and headed to Vegas for the IWTV Awards. Second to last show is definitely a drama. It's a post-apocalyptic drama. It fell through the cracks, and we didn't hear a lot about it this year, and that is unfortunate because this show should be on the mind of everyone. Talk about a show that really illustrates what is possible in this space. A show that looks so stunning that it just kind of blows away even some branded shows with the same kind of topic matter. And the care that went into this, if you watch some of their behind the scenes videos and stuff like that. Did you watch a lot of those, Amanda?
Mm-hmm. All that, the making of and behind the scenes stuff.
Location shooting and all that kind of stuff. Just unbelievable. The attention to detail that went into this one.
It was shot like a feature film. I mean,
it really was. It was shot on the red. And they talk a bit about that. If you have the chance to see this series, it's very short. It's only 6 episodes. Definitely worth it. All of you should watch it. And then you should definitely make sure you hang around their YouTube channel long enough to watch their behind-the-scenes videos because they are definitely worth it. This is the trailer for one of the standout dramas of 2012, Silent City.
Only take what you can carry. Only kill what you can eat. Don't make bonds you can't break. Never ask why. Never look back.
Such a good show. So beautifully shot.
Yeah. You put a link to.
And it was done. There were only 6
Shot
episodes.
in New York, I believe.
Yeah, shot in New York, and it was all on location, and those are actual places that look to a level of being abandoned, which is awesome.
Or actually are abandoned.
Or are, yep, that they got permission to use. There were only 6 episodes, and they did that because of their budget, and they wanted to tell the story that they could tell with that budget, and yet deliver something to the caliber of a full-length feature
and
film.
it was a crowd-funded show.
Mm-hmm.
I do believe that they raised money on Kickstarter, did they not? Or
One
was
of the
it
two.
Indiegogo?
One of the two.
But yeah, it was a crowd-funded show.
Because I think they had intended more than 6, but with the crowd sourcing that they got, coupled with the story they wanted to tell and the equipment that they had, they didn't want to sacrifice quality for quantity. Which, in this instance, I think is amazing. And if they could get another funded project, I'm behind whatever you're going to do.
They actually funded on Kickstarter. They had a $10,000 goal, and they made 12.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a link to their Kickstarter.
And they shot it on the red.
So you're talking about a New York-based indie web series. And they are going to do DVDs.
Yeah, that's cool. Maybe that'll fund a second season. Or additional projects. I don't care. Whatever you want to do, use it.
It really is. And their behind-the-scenes stuff, you really have got to see.
Those locations, it's in New York proper. So those locations, like that pullback shot of like the abandoned highway and the buildings, that's there. That's in New York. And it amazes me because I sit there and go, please give me the list of your locations so that perhaps I may use them in the future for something
It is
that I
definitely
did.
a standout drama of 2012. I mean, they made something that you don't see in web series unless it's branded in big studio, and this one was not. If you go to their YouTube channel, you'll see that they did get large hits on some of them, 180,000 on the first episode. But I think they could have had 10 times that with enough recognition. They actually did 5 videos. Now, I will say that they've got 1.18 million video views of their channel, which is amazing for an indie web series.
Yeah.
But they could have had so many more. A couple 100,000 views for most of their episodes. It could have been huge.
It is an extremely underrated show.
It is a very underrated show. And it's just one of those where you're just like, wow, why didn't I see this? This is beautiful. You should definitely check it out. Stand out for 2012, Silent City. Now, the final one we want to talk to you about is a true dramedy and took us on an emotional roller coaster as we watched it. It is beautifully filmed. It has incredible music. The acting is amazing. The emotions it brought out in those who watched it were very, very real. It has some very, very likable characters in it, and not only likable characters, but likable actors who portrayed them. It was an honest story. It was not exploitive in any way, and it is one of our favorite standouts of 2012. And on top of that, it gave us some killer new recipes. This is the trailer for the 2012 standout dramedy, Pairings.
How is it you're still single?
Because it's a way to a man's heart is through his stomach.
I don't buy that. Women like food just as much as men. You know, if you could get a woman to actually taste your food, even you could get laid.
You play a girl elf D&D character. So? I don't need help getting women.
I wouldn't put it quite so eloquently, but you kind of do.
Would you find a man who cooks attractive? Mostly for soup. It's great with some leeks and some apples. Yes. She's cute, but she's married. She's got like a kid.
I don't see a problem.
Dude, do you do everything as well as you bake?
I haven't seen the little Wampa fart much recently.
Just cook. Food affects the same brain chemistry that sex does. People are starting to get hurt.
Crap.
Gotta pee.
Really? Couldn't just excuse me?
Pairings. So there is your kind of cursory overview list of some of the standouts for 2012.
The most random of random 2012 list you will run into.
Bloody Mary Show, Miss Holland, Hitman 101, Once You Leave, I Hate Being Single, Pairings, Newtown Girls, Drifter, Broken Road, Thurston, Divanity, Silent City, Los Feliz, Fumbling Through the Pieces, The Throwaways. Also mentioned Breaking Point, Ragged Isle, Anacostia, Empire. What else? Many, many others. But we can't really do a true end-of-year show with the best of because that's not really fair, and because we have the 3rd annual Indie Intertube Award nominations in the midst of being
Did you
chosen.
see what Riley said? That the gentleman with the beard did the craft services for Alice and the Monster, and he is an excellent chef for real.
I can't wait for Alice and the Monster.
Best set food ever.
Okay, so that's it for us. And that's it for 2012 for Indie Intertube. The next time you see us, we will be in Vegas. You may or may not get a Happy New Year video tomorrow. We shall see.
We should encourage
everybody. In the event of that, we hope every single one of you has a prosperous New Year and a safe New Year's Eve.
Instead
2013 is going to be the year of the indie web series.
Right?
I feel it.
Instead of drunk dialing, just make a YouTube video of yourself before the ball goes down. It'll be fun. Enjoy.
Enjoy. Happy New Year, everybody. Happy 2012 and a safe and prosperous 2013. We will see you next year.
The internet is not something that you just dump something on. It's not a big truck. It's a series of tubes. Tubes. Surely anyone here has defined what net neutrality is. Tangled up tubes. I just the other day got internet was sent by my staff at 10 o'clock in the morning on Friday. I got it. It's a series of tubes.